Hank's residence here behind it, and I'm looking over here at one very tall green pine, and then I'm also looking at this dead pine here, very tall as well. These are both very large trees, and you mentioned the least expensive or cheapest way of going about removing these trees. There's really no really good cheap way if you're going with an arborist who has general liability as well as workers' compensation insurance, which I have both of. These protect both you and your property from damages and liability. However, I will include the prices in the email. This video is just to show you an idea about how this would go down. On day one, I'd probably be stripping both this tree of all its branches and making it just a tall stick pole, as well as this one. We would be stripping it and cleaning up its branches and getting ready to drop the logs on day two. That day two would be dropping this one this direction, right where I'm standing, basically falling up to my boot in this area. And I brought up the price thing, the cheapest way of getting things done. It may be the most efficient to drop that over here, but we may lose some small stuff. We may lose this holly. We may lose this rhododendron. We may lose this maple tree. That's about the extent of the damage that I can see coming from dropping it this way, because we would have to then winch the logs out over to the road this way. And the same with this one. We might lose this small maple tree in front of it, but you do have a lot of other trees around, so I don't see this as a big deal as long as we keep the damage to a minimum. And that's about all I needed to show you, I believe. I think I'm going to walk through it one more time and make sure I'm not missing anything. I am aware that you have some wires over here, but that shouldn't affect the drop of this tree. Just we have to get all the limbs off first and make it a slender pole to then drag out. I would need to know if you had anything underground over here. There's a soft spot over here that I've already fallen in once, and I saw the stub of a wire over here somewhere, and I don't think that we would be affecting it, but you know, if I know that there's something underground, such as a septic field or something like that, that kind of changes how we would get these very large, very heavy pieces of wood out of here. I am aware of this hump and drain over here, but we wouldn't be getting anywhere very close to that. So, and it seems that I've just walking over here, I found a wire, and I don't know what that wire is. Just an invisible dog fence oftentimes, and now I am seeing there's a blue cap over here with some sort of wire. It's probably the same thing. It's probably an underground dog fence or something, but behoove you to know what that is and whether or not it's important before a log trenches that out, pulls it out of the ground.